He hates it. He wants me to quit so bad, and I keep telling him, well, I really have always wanted to be a substitute teacher, but I may do it. I may quit eventually, maybe when I'm 60, and because I mean it depends on the economy. Because all my 401k, I'm trying to watch it. Because I mean I can retire. I have the funds, but do I want to? What's gonna happen?
Right.
I'm afraid.
Right.
So I'm a little leery. So I don't. I'm like have to decide what I'm going to do, but I would love to substitute teacher in small schools. That's what I was like, Skidmore small. But I would like to we live near
and
Dual
if
C.
you're out there, yes, you got
So either Dual C and Banketti.
Yes.
We're close to them.
And there's the King Ranch School. What do they call it?
Oh, Santa Gertrudis.
Yeah, Santa Gertrudis.
Yeah, even there. That would be the only school in Kingsville I would do.
Yes, I would be fine.
Yeah. So it would be fun to do. I mean, because this would be. I don't want to retire completely because I am just 59. I feel like I'm 40 sometimes. I mean, not my body, but I mean, my mind still thinks I'm 40.
56. I totally understand.
I still want to go and do. I'm not
we had
giving up.
We had kids late. So,
like my parents did.
Yeah. So Lewis is a freshman. And I keep saying Michaela's a freshman in college, Lewis is a freshman in high school. And I keep telling Michael, I said, when Lewis graduates and Michaela graduates, and I'm retiring.
You can, yes, absolutely.
I can do it now.
See, teachers' retirement's a little bit different than ours. I have to depend on my 401k.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, because TJ's 15 years younger and Sunny, our baby sister's 20 years younger.
Oh, yeah.
Mom had me when she was 20 and Sunny when she was 40. So I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing. It's like those are my children.
Michaela was 37. I was 37 and 41 with Lewis. So yeah.
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 Well,
we thought it was going to happen. We had Michaela. We were so blessed. We were so excited. We loved it so much. And then 4 years later, I was like, I cried. My friend was like, why are you crying? Are you happy? No.
Yeah,
She's
just
like,
got
she's
her
getting out of diapers.
Yeah. And you're starting over.
And I'm going to be 60 when he gets out of school.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, that's my mom. My poor mother, when Sonny was a kindergartner, they thought my mom was her grandmother. Because all the other mothers were 30. My mom was 40.
Yeah.
They were all 25, 27, 28. My mom was people who had kindergarten things. They said, oh, you weren't your grandmother? Is it your mom? No, that's my mother. So, yeah. So, but yeah, I would love to do that. It will be fun work for me. But I don't want to do that right now because with all this COVID stuff, there's no set, and I like structure, and I like focus.
We're having a lot of trouble finding stuff.
Right.
I have a friend who just retired, so we call her, and she'll come sometimes, not always.
Well, see, I can do it fine. I don't mind that part.
We're not
computer
online.
literate.
We're together. We're face to face.
Oh, see, I can do face to face. I'm not scared.
We're face to face.
CVS pharmacy. I've been around it. I'm not scared at all. Nothing to that. Flu, nothing.
Yeah.
But we've been through every single scare of everything for, these years. So I'm not, the swine flu, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just afraid of computers. I remember when I was in college, 80 to 84, we didn't have computers.
Right.
People laugh. I still hand wrote my papers.
Right.
And the only computer access I have is what CBS has taught us, and it's their program, Right. So, but like for you to do this is interesting to me because I wouldn't know one thing about doing this. So I'm afraid that
I play. I'm not afraid to play. And that's what all of this is.
Blow up
This
the
is
United
all.
States. Or at least race after. My sister, I just start punching buttons.
Most of it's okay. You punch buttons too fast, you could get in trouble.
That's what my sister says, the one that's in between Tracy and I, or another after Tracy and I. She goes, Becky, you just on these laptops. My husband bought me a laptop for Christmas because I want to learn so bad.
Yeah.
But I don't want to learn at CVS's expense. So I just do what they tell me. But she says, now you be careful because you can do things, Becky. You have to be careful. This is not like your iPhone. This is like a real deal thing. So I've got it. She's going to start training me on some stuff.
Some YouTube. Start watching some YouTube videos. YouTube's fabulous. Yeah.
Okay.
You can watch the YouTube on your phone while you
while
you do it on your computer.
Okay,
so whatever you want to do, just
whatever, do that.
Google it on your.
Sometimes I feel so stupid that I don't know that stuff, but I just and if I don't know it, my sisters do it for me.
Yeah.
My two baby ones, TJ and Sunny, will do anything for me.
Yeah.
And my husband always tells me, you do it yourself. I'm not going to do it for you because you won't do it. So, I don't know. What time will all this stuff start?
Well, they were supposed to start awards at 11.
Oh, well, we're on Beeville time.
Yeah.
Country time.
Yeah. Get it going. So, it's all
you can
good.
do that in small towns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got the whole place for another day at least, so we're good. We're good.
Well, see, I normally don't help their catering business, but my sister Tammy, the one that does help Tracy with the catering, they have a catering business on the side. She's got working at CVS this weekend. It's supposed to be her weekend off, but she had to work on a special project. So Tracy and TJ said, Becky, would you mind? I said, oh, no, I don't mind. My husband's the deer lease is the last weekend of deer season, so I said I wasn't doing anything, but I'll help when they need it. And I never had children, so my nieces and my nephews are everything to me, and my sisters are everything to me. So I love to help. So hence, that's a good idea. I'm glad to see her.
Yes, you did.
So see, you are helping me today really make my decision. It's going to be okay to go ahead and sub at my age. That was another thing I was worried about, my age.
You'll be fine.
You know, and I was thinking.
Just be firm with them, you know. And that's the biggest thing is you got to go in there and be firm. Because if you're not, then they'll run over you. Even as a small school, but for the most part, small schools have good kids.
And I was thinking that with Julesy, half of them, the classes are small, and half of them, the parents would know what's going on at the school before they even got home. It's kind of like us in Carolina in the old days.
Yeah.
So, the discipline part of it's probably a little, they probably have a little more discipline. But I could try it. I just want to do something different. I just don't want to quit.
And try all grade levels and find out what you like.
See what
best.
grade I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's totally different. You do a lot more teaching when you're with elementary.
Oh, okay.
You
More
do a
so
lot
than
more
high school.
babysitting when you're in high school. You give them an assignment, you help them if you can. A lot of, like, our teachers put their assignments in Google Classroom, so the substitute doesn't even have to hand anything out. That's what Melissa was telling me. She's like, she said, I kind of sit there, I try and help them, but I can't even see what they're doing because they're all on their phones doing their assignment. Yeah. So she said it's like babysitting.
Because see, I've always wanted to. If I wouldn't have been, I got a bachelor's in marketing management, both, and I really should have went into teaching because I always wanted to teach Texas history. I absolutely love Texas history, and then I love marketing too. That's why I kind of went business.
You have a bachelor's?
I have a bachelor's.
Never too late. You can go alternative certification.
That's what they keep telling me, but that's a whole year, right? 6 months or a year.
What else you got to do?
I know. What else?
I mean, you wouldn't retire
Babysit my
from
new
there.
husband.
There you go.
Babysit my new husband. Be a newlywed. But yeah, that's what everybody says. Becky, if you already have a bachelor's, it'll be so quick to get a teaching certificate. So
It would be. You're not going to retire. They have their magic number.
Their magic
80.
number, yeah.
80.
Oh, I know.
If you're just now going into it, I think it's 90.
It's 90 now. Because
Yeah.
2 of my friends that I graduated high school with, they're 2 dear friends. I'm still really close to them. They're now retiring because they've made that magic number.
Yeah.
So this year they retire.
Yeah.
So I would be retiring.
I made the magic number this year. I could have retired. But
So see,
but Michael said, "What are you gonna do?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna go get me a part-time job somewhere. I'm gonna go to HEB and I'm gonna."
that's what I said.
Cha-ching,
I've been a boss. I've been a manager the whole entire time.
Yeah.
I've always been a manager. I graduated with a degree, so I went right through the program.
Sure.
3 months, 6 months. I already had a store and everything. So I've always been a boss. I just don't want to be the boss. I
Yeah.
want to go to HEB and just ring,
See? Yes.
do sack grocery. I don't care. Just do something where I'm not the boss.
Yeah, that's what I told
I
her.
just want to make a paycheck, a little paycheck, pay my insurance because that's what's scaring me.
I'll
Insurance
have
will be
it.
very expensive.
Yeah.
You'll
Until
have
you're
it.
62 and a half.
Yeah.
And same
Yeah.
thing with us. The insurance is still pretty expensive.
It's
What we
expensive.
have to pay until we get to 62 and a half.
Yeah.
But-
So that's drawbacks too.
And everybody's on my insurance. Michael's self-employed.
Oh, okay. See, my husband is too. That's right.
Yeah, so he's on my insurance
Totally.
too.
So it's like, okay, I need to think about these things like that. That's the biggest expense we're going to have.
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much paid for. He's an old country boy.
Yeah.
So he pays cash for everything. I
Yeah.
can't get used to that, but that's his thing.
That's
so
a
they
good
just pay
thing
for
though.
it.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. But it's like, it's just like sometimes it's like, baby, you don't have to pay cash for everything.
Yeah.
Because like, he went to go get a loan to buy a new truck and trailer, right? He had to go establish credit
Because he
to
hadn't
get
had any.
to get the loan.
Sister.
Oh,
She's
I'm
over
sorry.
here. We're
I'm
having
learning.
a big old chat.
Yeah. I put her in my life today because she's a counselor for the school, so that's what I might do when I retire.
Oh.
So she's going to help me. She's helping me, giving me advice that I need, sound advice in the right direction. Thank you. Yes. Anyway, so it wasn't a bad deal, but it kind of like delayed his,
Right.
you know, because he had no credit whatsoever.
Yeah,
So he
nothing
went and
to
bought a
start
new
with.
truck and paid payments, a regular truck instead of a big truck. It's crazy. I was like, that's great, honey. I'm glad you do that. I mean, I do too. I don't have bills or anything, but you know, I do have my little Bell's bill I used to have. So of course they're gone now.
Can I borrow your keys again? Oh, sure.
Okay, we're gonna see if it screams. Okay, test.
Please don't scream. I'm right here. Right there, baby. Thank you. You get everything you needed?
Not screaming. Yes, I
This is really nice. I want to comment that my 88-year-old mother was really going to enjoy seeing this.
Awesome.
But she just can't.
get around.
No.
Yay,
She's
that was
scared,
why we
she's
did
scared
it.
to death of this virus, and I don't blame her.
Right.
Yeah.
But she'll be 89 next month.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
I really
That's why I
like this.
did it. So good.
I really like this setup too. You
Lot
don't
of
have
seniors
that
are
sunlight
scared.
coming in the afternoon. This is wonderful.
I
I
like
didn't
the setup.
understand how it was all going to be there. Boy, I'll tell you what, I like this.
It's good, right?
Y'all sure had
Y'all
some
never
pretty
done it
peppers
this way
over there.
Oh,
I
thanks.
told Laurie, I said, you know what, you're a bunch of idiots not buying something. Man, that's such good peppers.
I think we just need to work on getting some rural ranchers out here to see that we've got replacement heifers going on.
I
And
do. Yeah. I like stuff. I don't like none from barn because parents don't have. I went through that.
I'm gonna go help them. Good talking.
We'll
to
talk
you.
later.
Okay.
I bought some tiger stripes from O'Neill.
Yeah.
Well, I had two of them went sour on me, and that one of them like killed me. I mean, I can't hardly move, and I barely got over the fence, and she hit that dog. I bought some. And then I tried to get her from O'Neill.
Yeah.
Get her whole life. Well, I had two of them went sour on me, and that one of them like killed me. I mean, I can't hardly move, and I barely got over the fence, and she hit that dog. And then I tried to get her from O'Neill.
Yeah.
Get her whole life. Well, I had two of them went sour on me, and that one of them like killed me. I mean, I can't hardly move, and I barely got over the fence, and she hit that dog. not until afternoon sun coming in. Have been in that door? Yeah. Boy, that sounds late.
Out there, what do you got? Look at that. Bourbon. Order. Fire banner.
Do you want them out?
We need them out so that we can see them. I guess they're not in the order. The cover, you know, make sure they're the same.
Those are chickens.
I have one right here.
Then lamb.
And I'd just rather have them in order than that spider. Big food.
Well, Travis, you didn't.
Well, we had one guy about lunch, and then before the show, and the other two decided to go home. We bought one, we didn't even show what we paid for, and said that's how we all went for it. So we didn't do it.
That's nice.
And the other one, he did, since he didn't eat, but he looked like that, but he showed it.
I hate it when they do that.
Ladies, just FYI, whatever you say is live stream.
Oh, okay.
Right now. Yes, ma'am. We're up on YouTube, and it is now picking up all the audio, so just FYI.
We just had our conversation.
Sorry, I wasn't even, I was thinking about what I was doing, and I thought, oh, I better at least let you know.
We're just waiting for it.
Hey, that's reality.
No, I've had plenty of them.
We call it reality TV.
Yes. No bones about it. Okay, this is, I got this. Okay. You tell me what we got. Okay.
Goat.
Here's goats right there.
And then you have the vets. And they're whole. No, I don't guess they do reserves. They don't do reserves on the front. I think they do, but there's it all. Okay, and actually what's going to happen is we do grants first, then we do the reserve. So what we'll do is
For the awards, I am just the live streamer.
Okay.
I think that they're going to start in a little bit. They haven't started yet, so you haven't missed anything. You look gorgeous, baby girl. Let me see that buckle. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. Was it fun? Yes. Good. You gonna do it again? Get another buckle, right? Have a whole collection before you graduate.
Then we have the rest of them, and then we'll have the boilers, which is.
How good over here?
We are, baby. You know, you're right there in front of the camera. Wave. Say hi.
Are y'all doing a live stream?
Uh-huh.
Oh, here it is. Senior crafts go between the boilers. They go between after all the animals, senior crafts and the agriculture. And then the junior craft will be the very last one, reserve sampling. You have a reserve? Oh, yeah. Okay. Then this way. And then that
I wish we had hooks and you could hang them. Hang them across. That would be cool. A hanger. Do we have a hanger?
Are they gonna come over here for the backdrop?
Thank you.
They're adorable.
Thank you. Elsie bought these for me for Christmas.
How is Elsie?
He's good.
He likes college and
He's not going, he didn't go back this semester because it was all online last semester.
yeah.
And then, so, but, I don't know what he's going to do. He likes to work.
Yeah.
He's my work.
Okay, but you know what?
He likes to
Decide
work.
later on.
Yeah. Right now he's sporting a broke hand, so.
Nerdy up.
Yeah.
Where's he live?
He's at home.
Okay.
Yeah. He's at home
Well, then
working.
that's good for mom as well.
It is. Yes. It's nice to have you home. You're welcome. It's nice to have you home. I love my boys.
Yep.
Parents always say they can't wait till their children leave home, and I can't wait till they come back. I didn't want to.
No, I want him to leave, but I want him to come back and visit.
Yeah.
I want him to want to come back.
Yes, yes, and he wants to come back.
That's a good thing.
Yes. All right, I'll be back.
I'm set up perfectly here. I did go buy some earphones.
Good for you.
So,
I've made 6 trips to my house this morning.
this
And it
morning.
takes 20 minutes to get home.
Well, I came and I was going to come set up. It was right at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And Michael called and said, well, can you follow me back to the house and then bring me back? Because he needs to take the motorhome out.
Right.
I'm like, okay. So I followed him home, came back, started setting up. Yes, ma'am. I'm checking our website.
Awesome. Awesome.
I
Hey, we're
just-
talking now.
Just be careful when you come up to talk to me what you say. I know.
Yes.
I'm just saying, before you come talk to me, be careful about what you're going to say.
Yes, ma'am.
We used to show about 300 homes.
Pleasanton is our biggest shop, and they do over 500 pigs. They sell 140. Talk about lots of pigs. Yeah, I think you told me that before. We live out by Torrey. Yeah. What do you think about that little snack? You get it. It's gonna be a little.
Small one is the point. I got 2 rank rabbits that might get out there. Can I get you anything?
I would love a Diet Coke.
A Diet Coke?
Thank you.
These pro photo flashes, they're expensive as hell. You can shoot 1-8,000, but it'll keep up with it. You shoot 10 frames a second, it'll keep up with you. Well, in my time, you can't do that. This one has to keep up with it. We just go with ISO wherever you want. Nikon's don't do that.
Yeah, ice.
I have some here.
Would you like some more?
No, I'm good.
Without the flashing.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, you do, but you gotta get up to the ISO. With this shooting so high resolution, you just don't see it as easy. You have a nice color, like a flat black that you know is supposed to be black, and you shoot it with high ISO, you'll see little purple marks in it. But not until you zoom so far in that it can be like a
check. Oh, wow, we are very loud. Okay, you weren't lying there, Josh. It's 12:10. It's supposed to start at 12. We're good. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Katie Colvin. I'm a board member this year. I'm also in charge of the goat division for our county show. I would like to recognize our B County Judge, Trace Morrill, our B County Commissioners, our Beeville City Mayor, and our City Councilman for all that they do for us and letting us still have this wonderful show this year. Everybody and every board member and the entire political world of Beeville, I believe, jumped through many, many, many hoops and worked very hard to make the show happen this year and make the sale happen. So if we could please give a round of applause to everybody, please. Ms. Karina Russell, the show board president, would like to thank all of the show board members for their hard work this year on the 2021 BCJLHS. Will all of my 2021 BCJLHS show board members, officers, chairmen, co-chairmen, superintendents, co-superintendents, please stand and be recognized. Miss Tammy with Memories on Main Street is our photographer again this year. She has exclusive rights to her backdrop. During the photography session, no one is allowed to go up and take pictures at the backdrop with a professional camera. At this time, would Miss Lila and Julia McFall please come forward to sing the national anthem, and they are already here, so would you please rise?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
At this time, could Mr. Clayton Russell of Boots and Saddles 4-H please come forward and present the 2021 memorial plaque?
Ed Calderoni was raised in Beaumont, Texas, then moved to Rose Pine, Louisiana when his mother passed away. He was married to the love of his life, Ophelia May Calderoni, for 23 years. He had 7 children and helped raise many more. Ed graduated from Trinity University with his bachelor's in environmental science. Ed was a veteran of the Navy and proudly served our great nation. Ed Calderoni was stationed in Beeville back when the base was in Beeville, and fell in love with the small little town. When his daughter Jennifer was older, he loved Beeville so much that he bought land here and built his home with his own hands and help of many friends, so he could raise his little baby girl in the little town he fell in love with in his younger years. Ed loved doing things right the first time. He believed you could do whatever you wanted to do, but if you did it, something, you better work hard to be the best at it. He and his children had a saying, if you're not first, you're last. Ed lived by that motto every day. Ed believed in growing his community and working hard to recreate opportunities for the kids that were willing to work hard for. Ed owned occupational training consultants and worked on an environmental safety specialist. All the people that worked for him and became family, and he had a great father figure to many. Ed had many talents and careers in his life. He was a taxidermist, EMT, fireman, barber, and flight instructor. He taught fire school at the College Station for his emergency response team. Ed was a lifetime member of Texas Association of Bass Clubs and served as their president for 8 years. He was an avid bass fisherman and taught many to fish. Ed was on the Conservation and Water Board in Zapata, Texas. Ed showed steers when he was a kid, and as soon as his daughter Jennifer was in the 3rd grade, he got his daughter into showing and started with rabbits, but that was not their thing. They started showing cattle in the 4th grade and found their niche. Jennifer showed cattle until she graduated high school, but when we know showing is a family affair, and Ed loved watching his baby girl work at home as much as showing in the ring. They showed as a family at BCGLH for 10 years. Ed was on the BCGLH board for 3 years and the cattle superintendent for a year. He was the president and the founder of the Pettis FFA volunteer organization. Ed was an integral part of the starting of the SMACS 4-H Scholarship Fund, and his daughter, Jennifer Calderoni, was awarded one of the first scholarships.
Would Miss Jennifer Calderoni please make your way up to the front to be recognized? Thank you so much. We're so proud to have dedicated it to your dad. We're going to take a picture real quick. At this time, would Miss Addie Brown of Shooting Sports 4-H please come forward and present the 2021 BCJLHS dedication plaque.
The Brown family has taken part in the B County Junior Livestock and Homemakers Show for over 20 years, whether it was showing pigs and steers or helping start up the Gone Country 4-H Club. Dr. Brown and Abby moved to Pawnee in 1994 with their 2 children, Kelsey and Clay. After moving into their home, Dave began working as a relief veterinarian and Abby started her career teaching in Pawnee. From the start, the Browns wanted their children involved in every aspect of the stock show. When Kelsey and Clay were old enough to participate in the B County Junior Livestock and Homemakers Show, Abby and Dr. Brown had them involved in showing, sewing, baking, and crafting. Kelsey and Clay learned their baking, sewing, and photography skills from Abby, while Dr. Brown was able to share his knowledge of animals with the kids as they began to show pigs and steers. In 2005, Abby co-founded the Gone Country 4-H Club of Pawnee, along with the Pawnee Youth Boosters, in order to support the kids of the Pawnee area and B County. Soon after, Dr. Brown began to assist Abby at the BCGLHS Special Sales. 15 years later, the Brown family still strives to help out the kids that work hard to participate in the stock show. After taking part in numerous special sales, Dr. Brown, Abby, Kelsey, and Clay noticed that many of the young stock show participants were not receiving the bids needed to compensate them for their dedication and hard work. This sparked the idea of participating in the sale as their own buyer group, the Brown family. Their goal is to help as many exhibitors as they can. They have seen this experience as a chance to pay it forward for the impact that BCGLHS has had on their own family. Kelsey and Clay have both gone down their own unique career paths and have been able to utilize their skills they have learned from their time in 4-H. Kelsey is a teacher and coach at Three Rivers ISD, and Clay is a hunting guide in Tilden. Abby continues to work with children as a pre-K teacher and coach for Pawnee ISD. While Dr. Brown has retired from practicing veterinary medicine, he now spends his time hunting and fishing.
At this time, would the Brown family please come forward to be recognized? Now we're going to present our horse show awards. So Ms. Candy Hennig and Rachel Hinch, I invite you up to do that.
All right, good afternoon. Last Saturday we had the county horse show, and it was a success, just like every year. Before we get started, we had multiple sponsors that helped with prizes, donations, and with the other prizes that we give throughout the year. So some of our sponsors were Brown Land and Cattle from Beeville, Credence Veterinary Clinic in Beeville, Gary and Laura Roethlisberger, Beeville Livestock Commission, McFadden Farms from Uvalde, J.J. O'Brien Ranch, Capstat Technologies from Goliad, Green Wing Investments, the Bernal Trucking, Hart Bar Horses and Cattle, Beeville Livestock Commission, Ty and Terry Sparks, Gary and Laura Roethlisberger, Stephen Ball, Mick O'Brien, McFadden Farms again in Uvalde, and Dick O'Brien. So all of our sponsors sponsored our events throughout the day, and we had many volunteers that help us throughout the year put on the show the day of the show. So I want to thank all of them very much. We had a good day as far as we've been told. So I guess we'll get started with our prizes. All right, so our awards for this year, we'll start with Grand and Reserve Champion Mare. Our Grand Champion Mare goes to Emery Wessels. All right, this was Emery's first year to participate in our county horse show, and she did an excellent job. Come here, Emery. I want to shake your hand. Shake your hand. Good job. Congratulations.